Hello guys, Solitaire Game here, back from our part of Euphoria, and let's get started.
Euphoria.
The light in the distance went out as I walked. Instead, I caught glimpses of a large concrete building silhouette between the trees. What was that, school building? I held back my emotions as I descended the mountain by the direction of the large building. By the end, I was practically jumping down the mountain. I could feel the wall-trod soil at my feet. I looked up at the towering buildings before me. I recognized it. It was a school building. There's no doubt about it. It was our campus. I ran towards the school building. There must have been a night shift security guard or teacher there. And even if there wasn't, all I had to do was go to the staff room and make a phone call. Just how many days has passed since we were locked up in that room? 2, 3? No, definitely more than a week, considering my wounds had mostly healed. The number of students suddenly gone missing should have caused an uproar. Maybe something terrible happened in the outside world. I actually forgot what our campus security was like, but it didn't really matter. Even if it was all handled by machine, the sensor should go off the moment I go into the school building. I began to run around the building, heading for the entrance. All that was left was to contact a teacher or the police and find client and them. Then this would be all over. We would finally be free. I suddenly stopped after running like mad. What is this? My words were dry. I felt stupid even for saying that. I approached the school building and looked up, then reached out and touched it. I turned on a flashlight I had. There was a broken window. Shit, this didn't feel right. My skin was crawling. It felt like the temperature suddenly dropped. I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. I pulled on the window frame from outside. It easily opened up. It wasn't locked. I grabbed hold of the window sill, climbed up the school walk, and jumped into the hallway. What happened here? I had nothing to say. The flashlight in my hand and a bit of moonlight streaming through the window callously exposed the scene before me. It was a mess, like the place was abandoned. What? Why? What was going on? Some sort of disaster, or did something else happen? I know. Why? My pace clicking. I was still confused about what was going on. I placed my hand on a nearby classroom door. The classroom door was completely destroyed. The classroom was completely destroyed. What the hell? What the hell is going on? Was this some sort of mistake, or was I just a misunderstanding? Was I in a different school or something? Was this just some abandoned campus that I was merely mistaken for my own school? Nope, it is your school. I hope that's true. Because if not, this is. I ran, searching for some proof that this wasn't my school. I ran. I searched. I ran even more. Anyone here? Thinking straight for a second would provide an answer. It was middle of the night, and this was the school. Even if someone was here, it would just be security guards or a teacher on night shift. In spite of knowing that I couldn't stop shouting, I pushed my voice to its limits as I shouted, questioning whether anyone was there. I couldn't help but continue to search, wanting for someone to be there. Just how many classrooms had I visited since I started running around? I had a bad feeling the moment I went to that classroom. I slowly entered the classroom, shining my flashlight about, knocked over chairs and desks, windows, curtains, blackboards, podium, and my knees buckled. The room was in such a bad state of disarray that it seemed like something even worse than a war or uprising had happened here. But I knew it was obvious. The wreckage of the last remaining equipment in the storage lockers made so. In there was a familiar book lying at the bottom of the locker. It was a book about the stars I had. About the stars, yeah. But I already knew that even without this as proof, even though the podium was a mess, the lockers were crushed and the desks were flipped over, this was the room that I had studied in for over half a year, where we had homeroom, our classes ate lunch, and chatted with friends afterward. This was my classroom. I picked up the chair off the floor and then sat down on it. Its legs were bent. It was quiet, almost as though I was the only person left in the whole world. Clang, my flashlight fell from my hand and rolled across the floor. Is this really possible? I wanted to say that it wasn't. I wanted to deny the great situation before my eyes. How could something so stupid possibly happen? I thought my normal life was waiting for me once we got out of that facility. I held back my urge to hold my head and scratch away at my scalp. I gritted my teeth, trying to prevent myself from panicking. Why? Why did this happen? What the hell happened while we were locked up in that white room? I stood up from the chair, swaying from side to side. The crushing silence of this destroyed room would get to me if I stayed in here any longer. I got it. There was something I had to do. Something, that's right, something. I gotta search for them. I was like a ghost. Luckily, the words I had unconsciously stated brought me back to my senses. That's right. Now was not the time to be idling around. Connie and the others might be somewhere in this ruined school. They might come here before me and have been unable to leave for some reason. I need to search for them. That clear goal saved me from my confusion. I picked up the flashlight off of the floor and then turned it on and off. What happened here? Dropping it didn't seem to have damaged it. I was thankful for the fact that it was solidly built. I left the classroom and began to diligently go around the school. I started from the top floor, visiting every classroom along the way, and then moved down the floor. Is anyone there? I tried calling out to the darkness. No one answered, of course. No one was here. Nor here. Nor here. I left the classroom wing and headed for the special wing. A barricade was set up in the back of the special wing. It was strange seeing something that I only ever seen in manga, war films, or old images right before me. I moved the flashlight to illuminate the back of the barricade, but it wouldn't light up. The area behind the barricade was shrouded in darkness. The windows in the hallway being blocked didn't help either. Barricades are used to prevent an enemy's infiltration or obstruct their movement. Just who set this up? For what reason? To protect themselves? To hold up behind the barricade? Did some sort of destructive battle happen that necessitated such a heavy barricade be made? I wonder what was beyond this barricade. I recalled the classroom composition of the special wing. If I recall correctly, in the back was, that's right, the broadcast room. The broadcast room was beyond the barricade. It was quiet and there was no sign of life. Not a single sound could be heard. Would no one be on this floor just like the others? But what if there was someone beyond this barricade? Is someone there? No response. Deafening silence controlled the area. It was too soon to give up. Let me try calling out again. Let me call for them by name this time. If that doesn't work, then I'll do a triple round of the special wing before pressing through this barricade. Try calling out once more. Connie, you there? No answer. My voice echoed in vain through the hallway. No one replied. Byakusa and Makiba, is anyone there? Namu? I regret even whispering her name. I hate her so much. I should have not been calling for her right now. I shook my head. I didn't need to worry about her. She could. Namu could make it on her own. So there's no need for me to worry. I need to have her in my life. Just like I said in that white room, I abandoned her. I looked up at the barricade once again. The barricade was made with a bunch of things stacked on top of each other. If I touched it the wrong way, it would collapse on me. I decided to wait till tomorrow to investigate beyond the barricade. I just focused on the remaining floors for now. The glass windows facing the campus was blackened out with some sort of spray. I turned off the flashlight. The hallways were enveloped in darkness. I tried focusing my gaze on the darkness. I saw a light flash. A bit of light streamed through the glass window that wasn't completely spray painted. I recognized that flickering orange light outside. It was a flame, the color of the bonfire that was lit during evening baseball games. The schoolyard was beyond this window. I couldn't see it from the classroom wing though. I guess it was in a blind spot, or maybe I was just too focused on my search inside school. That didn't matter. What did was that there was a flame burning outside. Unless it was a natural wildfire, someone had to be there where the flame was burning. Someone had to be there. I turned around and began to sprint. Is anyone there? I flew out of the desolate ruined school and raced towards the schoolyard, to the flames, to where people must have been. I flew into the schoolyard. There was a flame burning at the center, at the corner of it. I could also hear voices. My pace began to quicken. I've been alone this entire time, ever since I woke up in that underground room a few hours ago. Ever since even while I was half crazed searching for someone in that school. I was alone, struggling with a fear that made it seem like I was the only person left in the world. But I wasn't alone anymore. Finally, be able to see someone's face and hear their voices. Finally, I could call for help and have them search for Connie and the others. I ran towards the flame. Someone was there. Someone was moving. A bunch of them too. I was saved. The words I planned on saying exploded within me. Finally met up with someone. I was searching around to see if anyone was here. I saw a school. You guys must have had it rough, but so have we. Really rough, actually. Yo! My tongue froze up from seeing the scenery illuminated by the flames just as I was about to shout, "Yo, come help me." Was I having a nightmare? I couldn't speak. It was like my tongue had been pulled out of my mouth. I couldn't move. It was like my feet had been rooted to the ground. Okay, guys, what happened was there was a big gangbang of students, and the girls are being sexually attacked. Oh no, is it Nemu? Her voice shook my eardrums from a distance. Nemu! You're the one behind this, aren't you? like she had licked my earlobe with her wet tongue. Okay, guys, it was kind of obvious she was behind this. She is evil. She was really evil, like she had been poured sweet honey inside my ear. Shut up, Nemu. Her voice was. Turn around, so guided by her voice. The moment I saw her face, a number of scenes from the past flashed by inside my head. What was I trying to say? Wasn't it obvious? It's settled. There's no need for explanation. I opened my mouth. My voice trembled as I was about to say I trusted her. The trembling cruelty made me aware of the truth. You were behind everything, Nemu! It was kind of obvious, dude. Her voice was booming as she announced that. So he never had a normal life. That, but Nemu's triumphant words shot through me like a bullet. I used that to support myself at the end of the game. That I would return to my normal life, return to school with Connie, and look up at the sky together. That's all I wished for. All I sought yet.
あなたのその顔すごくいいわ。私この瞬間をずっと待ってた。
Shut up, Nemu. She muttered that in rapture as she licked her lips.
あなたがすがり続けた大切な希望が、求めた日常がすべて消える瞬間を、あなたが絶望する瞬間を、あなたの希望を私の手で打ち砕く瞬間をずっと待ってたの。
You're crazy.
本当にいい気分よ。だから教えてあげる。全部教えてあげる。あの地下のゲームもこの地上の地獄も全て私が考え実行したことよ。あなたはさぞかし混乱しながらあの荒れ果てた校舎を走り回ったのでしょうね。あなたのかわいそうな脳みそは全部忘れちゃったみたいだけどね。でもそれは仕方がないことなのよ。記憶の隠蔽、それが地下のゲームに参加するための最低条件だったのだから。
So they did something to their memories then.
まあそれを決めたのも私だけれどね。どう？私が犯人ですってちゃんと言ってあげたわよ。ほら、ボケっと突っ立ってないで何か言ったらどう？自分がどんな顔してるか分かってる？
I knew you were evil. Nemu's face twisted with joy and sadistic thrill.
信じてたのになんでだよって顔してるのよ。そうよ、私は裏切ったの。本当おかしい。その裏切られて捨てられた子犬みたいな顔、おかしくて笑い死んでしまいそう。
Yup, that's a sound of a crazy person. Nemu proudly laughed, illuminated by the glow of the flames in the drum cage cans.
ゲームを仕組んだのが私だって分かってどう？私が憎い？許せない？
What are you saying? This wasn't a game at all. People died in that game.
そしてその瀕死の女たちにあなたは欲情した。違う？
Well, I'm not as bad as you. I was about to wince, but I held that temptation down as I screamed. Still, there was no reason to kill them.
正義面するのはやめて。
Her voice was coldly aloof.
ねえ、ケイスケ。もう分かったでしょ？目の当たりにしたでしょ？あなたがあんなに欲しがっていた日常はとっくに崩壊しているの。でも見て、新しい世界がちゃんとここに。
That's not a good world.
ここは私の支配する世界。私はこの学園の新しい秩序とともに君臨する支配者。同時にここはあなたが心のどこかで望んだ世界。あなたの欲望が全て満たせる世界。
And this is where I'll be stopping off for today. Thank you for watching this part of Euphoria. We found out the mastermind behind the game. Have a great day and night wherever you are, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And please comment if you found anything interesting in the video.